Hello, everyone, and welcome to Small Talk, weekly time to talk about healthcare issues. I am your host, Raul Pinto, and here we are celebrating Nurse Practitioner Week. And I'm very happy to have to present our next guest. We're going to talk with Beth Sweeny. She is a graduate nurse practitioner, and also Heather Fielding. She is a student, nurse practitioner student in Western University. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us, Raul.
Beth, I want to start with you. Tell me a little bit about the importance of celebrating nurse practitioner. We understand that it's a very special moment when you became one, right? Having a time to remark how important is your job, right? Your career in the healthcare system. It's very important, but we would like to know why. Can you explain us a little bit?
Thanks. So I'm very passionate about being a nurse first, and I just felt being a nurse practitioner was an amazing extension. Love everything about the program. And I think it's important to highlight our profession in Nurse Practitioner Week so that people that aren't in nursing and healthcare know what a nurse practitioner is, so that we are a registered nurse first with an advanced scope of practice, and so that we can make diagnoses, order x-rays, ultrasound, blood work, write prescriptions, send patients off to specialists, and if there's anything outside of our scope of practice, then we consult with a physician colleague. And it really gives patients the opportunity to choose a physician or a nurse practitioner for their primary healthcare provider. It's just a fantastic model. I know that we're saving the healthcare system money. I know that there's high satisfaction. And I personally feel very satisfied being a nurse practitioner as a nurse in an expanded role as well.
And Heather, we are talking about this is a job that we're talking about, right? This is a career, but it's also a way to serve the public. How do you feel about this? When did you feel the call to be a public servant?
That's a great question. So I've always been interested in healthcare and in general helping people right from a young age. However, after high school, I actually went to school for something completely different. I was in a management program, so business, and I completed that degree and went straight back to nursing because I just didn't like the job options. I didn't feel like I was accomplishing what I wanted to do. So that brought me back to nursing. And so similarly, going into the nurse practitioner program, I enjoyed learning, and I wanted to just expand my knowledge so that I could help more people. So that's kind of what brought me into nursing. Yeah.
Perfect. And well, we're still living in this pandemic because of COVID-19, and the role of nurses, registered nurses, and nurse practitioners has been out there in the media all the time. The demands are very present in the media all the time too. And I would like to know, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing right now? Well, this wild ride the COVID-19 gave us to all of us has been probably different for you in the field that you're working.
So I'm very pleased with our organization and the support that our organization has provided to me, and my other nurse practitioner colleagues will probably feel the same way. So that depending on the site that we're at, we're able to absolutely, like, first of all, we've never stopped care at all. But some of the nurse practitioners were sent home to do online patient care. And myself, I was able to continue to come into the office, all socially distanced, completely COVID friendly, and only to see the essential in-person visits. So I was cut down to 40% of appointments during the COVID presentation. But really, it's been kind of exciting doing the online and telephone visits with patients as well. And it's given some more opportunity for people to, even in the time when we're opening up now back to more in-persons, it gives people options to do telephone appointments now, and it's okay. So I feel very supported in my role. I feel very safe in my role. I'm very happy, and that's probably very, very highly to do with my employer.
I think as a student, the student experience has been affected dramatically. We had to go online as well, and then placements were on hold for quite a bit last year. But also from RN perspective, because that's what I am first, you've really seen the lack of access to primary care coming into the hospital now, and that downfall from that 40% of only seeing those inpatient people. So I feel the stress, just like every other healthcare worker at this time, trying to catch up. And so I love the nurse practitioner role because it gives people a resource right now. And it lets them look more at the holistic person as well, which is what individuals need right now, because they usually don't have one episodic event when they haven't had healthcare for a year and a half. They usually have more than one. So
that's true. And Heather can attest to this. A person coming in with something for an appointment is never just that. They have a laundry list. It's a lot of catch up. We're making sure that all of the screening is being done. But it is important for us to give patients the time and also talk about mental health, because it's affected a lot of our patients that pre-pandemic wasn't even an issue in necessarily.
I'm very inspired to hear you talking with such passion about your job right now, especially after everything that has happened. And how about the healthcare workers' mental health? How do you see your coworkers? How do you see the dynamics at work? And how do you feel overall with what's going on right now?
So as a student nurse practitioner, go ahead, Heather.
Our mental health is fragile. So I think it's important for all the programs that are just being initiated now to help with that. And I think it's important that we all take advantage of them. Get enrolled in counseling if that's going to help, and talk to the primary care providers of ourselves, right? So that we can get to have just as much help as everybody else that we're providing to other people. So I think it's just knowledge, education, and knowing what's out there, but also just taking the time to really take care of ourselves. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And part of the RNAO's vision for tomorrow is working towards many objectives to drive nurse practitioner profession forward in our scope and our role. And even with respect to nurse practitioners that are providing psychotherapy and all of the reality that we as nurse practitioners, healthcare providers, or general public, if they need to see specialized care, we need to increase the access for those nurse practitioners that are offering psychotherapy and get insurance coverage. And so we're realizing this, and we even know that the Ministry of Health announced a big, important funding planning project for healthcare providers just yesterday. And hopefully we'll have nurse practitioners in that call to action to those who can support us and others who are having problems with mental health.
Just to finish your remarks on the importance and the legacy of RNAO in yourself and in the community.
For me, I'm very proud to be part of the RNAO, the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario, because they speak up for nursing, but they also speak up for health. And that's what it's all about. It's a provincial, national, international reality that health is so important. And so I feel very happy with all of the action alerts and all of the action and passion that the RNAO is putting forth for us as a profession. I feel very happy to be part of it. Not only as a basic member, as a nurse practitioner, but I'm using their legal assistance program. And also I'm a part of the Nurse Practitioner Interest Group. And that is a private interest group. And we are all banding together and having education monthly. Looking forward to our Nurse Practitioner Symposium in 2 weeks. And it's really, really amazing. I love being part of the RNAO.
Just from a student perspective, it just makes my life easier to stay current on the different action alerts, and so that we can become politically active and we don't have to do the research. It's all right there for us. So it's a wonderful resource for students in general as well. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, once again, thank you so much for your time today. Happy Nurse Practitioner Week for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you do for all of us. And thank you for everyone who is watching Small Talk right now. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for letting people know that we have this special space once a week to talk about things that matter. And I just want to invite everyone to the rally for repealing Bill 124. This is Sunday, November 14th. And also, Beth, can you repeat one more time the information about next week?
Thank you. It's the Nurse Practitioner Symposium. It's our 8th annual, and it's on Tuesday, November 23rd from 9 until 4 p.m. So we hope that everybody can get Professional Development Day, which is part of a requirement from our College of Nurses of Ontario to have PD. And there's going to be an amazing agenda. It's online. Please attend. It's going to be amazing. If you can't attend the whole day, come for any part of the agenda that suits you. It's free registration to everybody that's involved or a part of RNAO, a paid member of RNAO. And all you have to do is register for free. myrnao.ca.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Heather and Beth, for being here.